Okay, so let's start the session. So now as I told you that I have loaded a data set that is IMDb top 1000 movies CSV file. Okay. So what are the columns that I have in this data frame are like the series title, like whatever is the movie's title, okay, in which year it was released, what was its run time, okay, like how many minutes, what was the running time, like how minutes long was this movie, and then what was the genre for this particular movie, what was the IMDb rating, okay, who was the director and who was the star in this particular movie, what are the number of votes that we get, that we have on the IMDb website, what was the gross that was generated from this particular movie, and another is a meta score, okay, that is a score related to the website. Okay, so now when we talk about group by, so like a group by is just similar to the group by that we have in SQL. Okay, the condition for using group by is always that you need to have a column that is of categorical type. I hope that all of you understand what is categorical type. Like categorical type means that we have categories. Like in this case, we have a column known as genre that is having categories like drama, crime, action. Okay, so based on those categories, we can actually group our data. Okay, in grouping, what we do is we try to make subset from our original data sets. Okay, and so what we will do is here we will write genres equal to movies is our data frame, and then we do group by on genre. Okay, then we execute this cell, and can anyone tell me that what would be the data type for this genres? Sorry. Okay, you are saying string. Anyone else? So we just check it out. See, it is actually a pandas go group by object that is being created, and that group by object is actually giving you a data frame. Okay, it would give you a data frame, but if you try to print it, so just try to print it and see what you are getting. See, if you try to print it as it does not print as a data frame. Okay, so in order to print it as a data frame, what you can do is you have to actually select the particular column that you want. Okay, so suppose you want let me do it yours, and you want the column as series. Just a second. Was it series title? Let me just copy it. Series title dot, and then like we have the title. Now what we want to do is just just hold on. Okay. Now see, we have selected the column, but we haven't performed any aggregation. Like no kind of aggregation function we have applied to that particular column. Okay. So if we had rather than if we had just done an aggregation function to it, like suppose I do standard deviation. See, so what it is doing is, if you could see, we have an aggregation function. Like all aggregation functions are like that gives us the summary of our data. Like in the SQL we have max, min, standard deviation, mean, average. All these are aggregation function. Count. Okay. So, so we grouped our data on the basis of Jonas, and then when we apply standard deviation, so based on the numerical variables, okay, numerical columns, it is calculating the standard deviation for each particular Joner. Okay, like what was the standard deviation for the runtime? It was 28 minutes. Okay, IMDb rating, number of votes, gross, Metascore. Okay, so now what we're getting is actually a data frame. Like this is a data frame. Like if we do type, see, so it is giving me a panda score frame, that is data frame. If you try to do type on any particular data frame, it will give you the same result. Okay.
Sir, could you please explain again from the why we converting to this data frame?
No, we are not converting. We are not converting. Actually, what I wanted to find was I wanted to group my data into based on the genres. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, so just I am telling you that we can group it in this particular way, and the out, if we apply the aggregation function, so the output that we get is in the form of data frame. Okay, that is inbuilt in pandas itself. Okay, the person who has written pandas has made that when you apply aggregation function on your group by object, so it will give you output in data frame. Okay, understood?
okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay. So this is how I like I told you standard deviation. So let's do some questions. Like now I want to find the top three yawners by total earning. Okay, total earning, or you can say from the gross. Okay, like whatever gross they had. Okay, so what we will do is we will do movies dot group by on the basis of yawners. Okay, and then what we can do is we have now what we want is we want to find the top three yawners based by gross. Okay, so now what I want is I want to perform an aggregation function on gross column. Okay, now what kind of aggregation function that I should perform? Can anyone tell me? Like I need to find the total earning, like total gross. Okay.
So we can do some function.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. We can do sum function. Okay, and now what I want is if I do the sum function, let's see what the output that I am getting. See, this is the output that I am getting. Based on yawner, I get the sum of all the gross for that particular yawner. But now I want to actually, I need only the top three. Okay, so what should I do is, first of all, I should sort it based on the values. And here ascending should be equal to false. Why false? Because I want the top earning. Okay, that should be actually the greatest number, and then I need only the top three. So I what I can do is I can just do head three. Let's see if I get the output. Okay, so here is the output that I am getting. Drama, action, and comedy are the top three genres by gross. Okay, so if someone asks me what kind of movies would give me the highest dot, what kind of movie I should make. So I would say that we should make drama movies, and then we can move to action and comedy. These are the highest earning genres. Okay, I hope everyone understood this.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I
The,
have a doubt, sir.
yes, ask.
Sir, in that data set we got some of the rating more than 5 or 6 also, no sir.
From
Ascending means it will show us from low to high, no sir. I think. Why don't we write descending?
no, no, actually ascending is the parameter that we have in sort values, okay, and ascending I have said false, that is mean what I am doing is descending only, okay.
Okay sir.
Had I written ascending equal to true, then it would have given me result in ascending order, okay.
Okay sir.
Okay, anyone is having any other doubt? Okay, so I will give you another question. I think this you should be able to do it, and just tell me what is the answer that you are getting. Okay, now find the genre with, you can say, highest average IMDb rating. Okay, yes. Now quickly just find out which genre is giving you the highest average IMDb rating. Okay, come on, let's see how many you are doing. I'll give you 5 minutes. Okay. Those who have done can tell me the answer what they are getting. Okay. Don't wait for 5 minutes. If you have got the answer, you can tell me.
Just replace with gross with the IMDb rating.
No, what is the answer that you are getting? Like which genre?
Drama.
Drama,
Western.
action, and comedy.
I said the find the genre with highest average IMDb rating. Okay. Highest average IMDb rating. Okay, so I just want one value, highest. Okay. Okay. Another 2 minutes and then we will do it. I hope my screen is visible to all of you.
It's a drama, sir.
Okay. Those who have done, just try to do other questions as well that I have written. Okay. Try to do those also. We will discuss those as well in the class.
For the director popularity, we can use number of votes column.
Yes. Okay. Now let me just do it. Now those who have done, just cross check your answer whether you did the same way. Okay. And those who haven't done, just see how it needs to be done. Okay. So now what we need is movies dot group group by. Okay. And in that, what I need is I need to find group by Yonner. Okay. And from Yonner, now I want to select the highest average IMDb rating. So the column that I need to perform, on which I need to perform aggregation, is IMDb rating. Okay. How it is written, IMDb rating. IMDb rating. And then I need to find the highest average. So for average, I will perform mean. Okay. And now, just as I had done earlier, like I need to find the highest. Okay, so what I can do is I can just use this code again.
Paste one is the answer.
Okay, sir. We use max function instead of mean. That is mistake.
What function did you use?
Max function instead of mean.
Okay, okay.
Paste one is the answer. Other
Yeah.
functions.
Okay,
We can
let's.
also use in largest one also, no, sir?
You can what you can use?
N largest. We can also use that one.
N largest.
Yeah.
N largest. Yes, you can use that also in place of this. First, you do this till mean you need to do, and then you can do it. So let us just check it out also. I think, did you do that with that way?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just see. Let us see if that works. Can do this, and from N largest. Just okay. Let's see if it's working. No, it is not working. I think I have to give
You can.
1 over here, then it will work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, it can work that way also.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, now the next question. Come on, for this question, for these two questions, I will give 2 minutes each. Okay, it is just similar to the above one. Okay, so what I need is Just need to copy this here now instead of. Okay, I think number of votes, and then have you done it? What is the answer that you are getting?
Frank Darabont.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Mistake. It should be director. No, it is coming Christopher Nolan. What aggregation function did you use? Give the answer earlier.
I have used Max actually.
Sir, for Miss Amir Khan, it's coming.
Acha, for next.
Same I used some
For the
sort
next,
values that was working.
you are talking about find the number. For the next question, you are telling me for actor or for director, you are
No, sir,
saying.
that previous one only. Actually, no, sir, that one only, director only. I forgot to do that sorting.
Okay,
That's why
okay.
that one.
Okay. So it's sorted based on the index. Okay. So
We can
if you
also use count.
mm, count, yes, you can use count also.
Yes, sir.
Sir, F sum.
Sir, instead of that ascending is equals to false, also we can use that level.
What level?
Level is equals to zero or something we can use now, sir.
Just send me the code, like what you are trying to say.
Okay, sir.
So,
Sir, I did in F sum, sir, instead of sum.
okay, just give me the answers for this. Find the number of movies done by each actor using group by. Okay. Tell me the highest number of movies done by which actor. Okay. Mic is on. Just please close it. Okay. Do is we can do count. Okay. And then count we can do sort underscore values like earlier.
Sorting
Yes.
and
Sending to false, and yes, that is sufficient. Okay, so we can get the answer like this, like Tom Hanks is the star that has done the most movies. Okay. Well, since the topic for today is group by, that is why I told you like to do this in this particular way. You could have also done this in this way, like movies and then let star one, and then just do value just counts. See, it would give the same answer. Okay. So now let's move further. Now, what are the other group by attributes and methods that we can use on our group by object? Okay. So what we can use is if you want to know the number of groups that are being formed like on the basis of the group by column. Okay. So I can just use len. Okay. So like movies dot group by and then yawner. Okay, so what this will give me, this would give me the number of groups that are being formed based on the yawner column. Okay, and then suppose I want to know the number of rows that I have in each particular yawner, then what I can use is I can just use this particular yawner, and then we have another function that is like size. Okay, so now this is giving me the number of number of rows that I have for a particular genre. Like for action, I have 172 movies. For adventure, I have 72. For animation, I have 82. Okay. There is also function in this group by object like that is called as first, like we have in head in our data frame. Okay, so what this will give me is it will give me all the first movies that are coming in my genres. Okay, like in action I had Dark Knight as the first movie. Okay, so this has given me all the movies that were first in that particular genre. Okay, so the answer that I am getting is in the format of data frame. Okay, and there is one more function that I have, that is last, like that we have in data frame as tail. Okay, so see, it is giving me the last movie that I have in that particular genre. Okay, so two methods I told you, first and last. And suppose I want a particular movie at a particular number. Like suppose I want that the third movie in that particular action uh, genre. I want that movie. I want third movie from each genres. Okay. So for that also we have a particular method that is uh, nth, and in nth I can just write the number of the position of that particular movie. So now for every genre it is telling me fourth movie. But now you what you will see is I am having less number of genres. Okay, why this is so? This is because might be in certain genres there were only two movies. Like there are certain movies like family, fantasy, film noir. Okay, they are having movies that are, and even thriller as well. They are having movies that are less than four. So that is why no output was generated in this particular uh, code. Okay.
So then we need only particularly like 4 to 7 in the middle of values we need. We want means how it will.
What you are trying to say? You want only a
You
value
told
in the
now.
part. Ha, 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 ha.
You told now you have taken the output from the four onwards. So if
Mhm.
we want from the middle like 4 to 7 or 4 to 8 in between that.
Okay, okay. Like what you can do is you can use this particular
Deliveries.
section. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you
Can
can
use it.
do. Yeah, yeah. You can use it. You can even define that condition and put that particular condition inside the data frame. Okay. So based on that condition, it will automatically shortlist all those particular values that you are having. Okay. Okay. Let's move to another method that we have in this group. Okay, and that is, I think, 10. No, what was the next? Huh. Okay, so we have a method that is called get group. Okay, so suppose I want to, if I do honors dot get group, and in group I write what I can write, just okay, let me write fantasy, and in that, let's see what output do we get. Okay, so it is actually filtering all those movies from Jonas that was in a group, particular group. Okay, so this is one way. Okay, and other way that we what we usually do is like filtering. Okay, so what kind, how we do in usually we use movies, and then we will write genre, and then I would write fantasy. Let's see. Okay. See. Now, what do you think? Which of the two methods is faster? Like the second one or the first one?
First one, sir.
First one.
Why is it so? Can anyone tell me why is it so?
Because that Yoners what we created, that is separate data frame, we created above, and that we are from that data frame only we are taking the fantasy group, and here we are searching for Yonner, then from that Yonner we are shifting that fantasy, and there we are getting that. That's why.
Okay, yes, you are partially correct. Yes, in this we had already created the group, so we had already divided, and then we just need to select fantasy. But in this, we are first creating a condition, true and false condition that we usually create for fantasy, and then we are searching for a whole data frame. So this would be faster in comparison to this. Okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. There is one more method that we have in Yoners. Oh, sorry, in group by object, that is called groups. So what it does is it actually creates a dictionary. Okay, dictionary of indices. Like it will create that my first group yonder was action. So in action, the value that I have in the dictionary is a list of indices. Like the second movie that I had in action. Okay, like in my movies dataset, the second movie that I have at index second is actually an action movie. So the what are these? These are just your indices from the main dataset. Okay, the movies dataset that I have. Okay, so here I have adventure, biography, comedy. Okay, so by doing Jonas.groups, I am actually creating a dictionary. Okay, and like earlier I told you, like how we can do aggregation function. Okay, the basic concept of group by is only to perform aggregation functions only. So if I do Jonas like we do in describe, like we do in pandas, so you can see that for each particular uh, what you can call as numerical variable, I am getting all the data like count, mean, standard deviation, mean. So in just one go I can actually retrieve very useful information from just one particular column. Like I can just say that out of uh, the all the on most of 25% of the movies are just 110 minutes long in case of categories, and in case of comedy they are just 96 minutes. Okay, so this is a very clear cut data that we can easily extract from just using one command. Okay. We have another function in group by object as well, that is a sample. Okay, it is similar to what we have in our data frame. Okay, so let me just do sample. Okay, so what it does is, just as you could have read, that what it does is it provides returns a sample of items from each group. Okay, any random sample. Okay, so let me just do cannot take a larger sample than population. It's good. Okay, so suppose it was giving me a sample, so but in certain sample actually the value is only one, so it won't be able to give me that particular value. So that is why I got the error. So what I can do is I can just do replace equal to true. Okay, now it is able to give me the values. Okay, so I think like in biography there was I think only one movie. So what it did it replaced give me the same value twice. Okay, so you can see in action I am getting two movies, in adventure I am getting any two movies, in animation I am getting two movies, in biography as well. Okay, so for that I did replace equal to true. Okay.
Sir, that error which came previously, before writing replace equals to true, that not understood. Can you tell once?
See, let me just do it once again. So what is that I'm asking it to give me a sample? Did you understand what I'm trying to do?
Sir, can you please do it without any numbers? Please remove this
Okay.
and run it. What is this data, sir?
Oh, it is actually just giving me, like
Random
in
sample.
action. Yeah, exactly. Like if we just read its documentation, if number of items to return for each group cannot be used with frac and must be no longer than smallest group unless replace is true. So by default, I think it must have set some value. Okay. Mm, I think that set some value. That is why it is giving. It has sent integer. It should be so.
So that
Okay, it
error
is
in the
okay. It is giving
movie
just one particular movie only. Why? Because the smallest number of movies that we have in particular genre is just one. So see what it is giving is it is just giving me any movie from that particular genre. See, just one movie in action, adventure, animation, biography, comedy, crime. Okay, you understood it now?
Yes, sir.
Now let's come to that second question. The first question that she asked was that, see, now I did two. So what error I am getting is it cannot take a larger sample than population. Okay. So by default, the value is replace equal to false in this particular method. Okay. And as you have seen earlier that in certain movies, there are just one movie. Like in thriller, we are having only just one movie. So it won't be able to give me any movie. Okay, so if I just do sample, so it will not give me null. Okay, so that is why it was giving me an error. So when I did replace equal to true, so what it will do is in place of second movie it will repeat this first movie only. See, now if we go to thriller, see, wait until dark, so it has repeated the same movie twice. Okay, it is similar to how we do in probability also, na? That replace with replacement or without replacement, the kind of option that we have, that we need to get a sample from a box, number of balls that need to be selected from an urn, and it should be with replacement or without replacement. It is similar to that only.
means it
Sir,
is
if we
selecting
think that
for each genre. It is selecting two movies. It is not there means only one genre has only one movie. Then replace equals to true is just copy pasting that one, right?
Yeah, it is repeating the same particular movie. Okay.
If it the genre would be been in number three, then a thriller must be repeated three times.
Yeah, exactly. It would be
Okay.
3. Yeah.
Then what are the purpose of this function replace? Because it
Purpose of purpose
replace
of
function. Why we run this function, sir? Replace sample sample.
See, like I in a quick summary, like suppose like why we had sample in a particular place is that like I wanted to make a group by object. Then someone asked me just give me any sample of movie and let's do it whether the all the like whatever aggregation that I was having. Okay, suppose in the above my EDA had performed certain calculations, okay, and then I wanted to check whether it is actually true or not or my sample is biased. So for that particular case I just use sample. Had I done first or last, then only the first movies would have been generated. Okay, so in that case, it might so happen that the first movies would be having similar features. Okay, like maybe their gross was very near. Okay, or might be the my whole data set would be sorted in a particular feature. So that is why we are doing sample. So it will randomly select any of the movies. Okay, so suppose I need to have a particular value. I need to have a particular movie data that should not follow any particular what you can say it, order. Okay, so that is why I do sample.
Okay.
Okay, so this is and it is now the group by object also has that what I think last time I had told you. uh, it has n unique method as well. Okay, so it is telling me in action how many, like if I select the yawner action and that the number of movies, uh, the release year that I have is 61. Like most of the time, it might so happen that in a particular year there are multiple action movies. Okay, so that is the number of values that I have in the released year, unique values. Okay, and okay, I think I have covered the above methods and attributes sample describing. Okay, so one more thing we have in group by is we have what we call as an egg method. Okay, so what is actually egg method is that like what we have been doing up till now is that we are performing same aggregation function across each column. Okay, if we are performing some function we were performing it on every numerical column, but I don't want to perform such thing. Okay, so in that case what I do is I use ag method. And how do I use ag method? In ag method I actually pass the data in the form of dictionary. How do I pass it? Let me just show you. Like this is Jonas, then I use ag function, and in ag function I create dictionary. And how do I create dictionary? I create, like I had a column runtime. Okay, runtime, and I want to perform main function on runtime. Okay, and then I have IMDb rating. Stress. IMDb rating, and I need to perform knee. Okay, and in number of votes, I need to perform sum. Okay, and similarly in gross, I need to perform sum function, and in metascore, metascore, I need to perform main function. Okay, I think I made the dictionary properly. There is no issue. I think there are only these columns, right? Data. Okay, there are many more, but we will perform just on these. Let's see if it works. What is the IMDb rating does not exist. Okay, R should be capital. Let's see. Okay, so now you can see that uh, for runtime I am getting the mean values, and for IMDb also getting the mean values, but in case of number of votes I am getting the sum of all the modes in action. Okay, so in this way if you need to perform uh, aggregation function, different aggregation function on different column, you can actually perform uh, in this particular way. Okay, and there is one more way which you want to perform, like we want to perform multiple aggregation function, okay, on all columns like we had been doing. So what you can do is you can actually do it by passing it as a list. Let me just show you. We have the honors dot ag, and then we will pass our list for min, um, max, mean, sum, mean, sum. Okay, these are the functions, aggregation function that I need to perform. Okay, so now if I run this, see, so what I am getting is for runtime I am getting the minimum value, maximum value, and the mean value. Similar, and also the sum value. And for IMDb rating also I am getting the four values, and similarly for rest of the columns as well. Okay, so in this particular way, you can actually first you can aggregate all your movies, and you can also perform multiple functions over that. Okay, so this is a very good way of actually extracting certain useful information from the data set that you have. Okay,
The slide up the sir. First. No,
this
sir. Below, last.
last one. Okay, okay,
First.
this right.
Sir,
Yes.
with this method, multiple results are written by it into multiple variables, right?
No, actually, we are creating just a single data frame. Okay, so if you just try to do uh, type over here, okay, you can actually create one particular data frame from it. Okay, see, panda score frame data frame. Okay, so from one data you actually extracted some information, and you can make another data for your more evaluations. Okay,
Okay, sir.
Sir, now from this data frame, if I want to know, means if I want to just take the mean of the action, yawner, then means then can we get only that
can you get only that mean of what?
from
Mean of
runtime?
runtime.
For runtime only.
Okay, let's see how we can get. You should help me now. Okay, so
From this data frame only.
okay, okay, let's see. See, it would act as just like any other data frame. Okay, so suppose this is it. Let me just do make it as df. Okay, now what I get is df dot head. Okay, so this is my data frame. Okay, now tell me, if I want to extract runtime, what should I do?
From runtime for action yawner, we want to get mean. No,
No, I want runtime, right? See, if I
runtime.
want runtime, so what I will do, see, this is my runtime column that I got. Okay,
Okay, okay.
and from that, mm,
Mean.
like this would be, just let me do shape of it. Okay, okay, you are getting this series, and from that, see, it is just like any other data frame, how you extract any value, okay, from runtime and mean now you have, and now you want for uh,
Journal
act,
equals to action.
action. Yes, you can use iloc also, or you can just extract that particular information from here. Okay, I hope it is clear to you, right?
Yes.
Sir, one more concat, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Dot concat.
Dot concat what?
Sir, we have to merge two functions.
No, concat is not necessary. Na? In here, we only need to just extract one particular value that she want. Okay.
Sir, we can do it another ways.
How? Like, yes, there are multiple ways, but if you are having right now, just
Such that you have used earlier, sir. Journal dot aggregate, pass that dictionary in
mm, no, that is not
dictionary.
necessary. See, what she wanted is just she wants to extract this particular thing. Okay. So what I did is when I just extracted that runtime, I'm again getting a data frame. Okay. And from that data frame, I can actually extract the action as well. And see, if I just, what I did is df runtime. Okay. So what she now wants is,
Sir, do passing a single function inside arg, sir.
just a second. See, when I do this new df, so this is also a data frame that I'm getting. Okay. And now for this particular data frame, what she wants is like what I can do is iloc, and from iloc, I think what is the value that she wants? She wants uh, action. Okay. So 0, comma, and from here she wanted the mean. Okay. So 3. What is the error? Takes 1, 2, but 3 were given. Okay, just mm, do iloc is 0. It gives the value. Okay, actually, uh, see, for action, it is giving me all the values. Okay, that I needed. So this is what I can extract. Like in this particular way, I can extract the value that I need for any particular. For iloc, I use indices, and using loc, you can actually use the index value itself. Okay.
Sir, you previously you gave 0, comma 3. That's why it was giving sum. If you give there 0, comma 2, it will give mean.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But it will just give me the value, na. I actually wanted
Yeah. In
these,
mean, yeah.
this is also this
Okay,
data
okay,
also.
okay.
That is why I did this. Okay. Okay. So let's move further. Like uh, one more thing. What I want now, what I want to tell you is, we can actually use loops also on our groups. Okay. We can also do looping on groups. Okay, so how can I use looping? I can use for mm, uh, data, okay, in Yoners, okay, and for that, um, okay, let me just create an empty data frame. Df equal to pd data frame, okay, and columns should be equal to okay. So I have created an empty data set, and then what I will do is period data frame dot group. Now I want to loop through this yoners. So now what I will do is let me just do df to df dot append what I need to append. Let me just append the data. Uh, Let me just create a data that is having a maximum IMDb rating. Okay, for each particular genre, let me have the maximum IMDb rating. Okay, so IMDb rating equal to, and then we just do MDB rating. Uh, Sorry, data IMDb rating dot max. Okay, this will give me the maximum IMDb rating. Okay, think okay, DF done. So what it will do is it will go to every particular line in my owners and just create a data frame. So let's check. Ah, see, see for every like for drama actually I am having the highest IMDb rating for Shawshank Redemption. Okay, so 9.3. So what it is giving me the maximum value for each genre. Like for action, the maximum IMDb rating is for the Dark Knight, and for Interstellar, uh, in adventure it is Interstellar. Okay, so in this particular way we can actually loop on a particular groups also. The groups that is the group by object that we created in this particular case is genres. Okay. Okay, and one more thing, like you have most of the time you have also seen that in data frame or in group by objects, most in many code you have actually seen that we use apply function. Okay, right. So what does apply function do is in apply function is basically help us to apply a custom logic on a particular column. Okay, so suppose in data frame also we use apply function, and in our group by objects also we use apply function. Okay, where in most of the cases when we deal with data frame we are actually using the group by object itself and then using the apply function. So let me just show you how apply function is used. Okay, so in this yoners I will just use apply, and I will use min. Okay, so what it will do is it will apply the minimum on all the uh, all the movies that I have in a particular call genre. Okay, so in this case, like whatever the minimum value that it can get from that particular genre, it is giving me that particular movies. Okay, So, well, this applies very useful, like I told you, like to perform what I call as custom logics. Okay, suppose I had a custom logic like we need to find the number of movies. Okay, that are starting with A. Okay, and that also for each group. Okay, for each group. Okay, so for this, what I can do is I will create my normal function, like I will create my name function, and in name function I would just enter my group. Okay, and what it will return is it will return the uh, group. In group I am having column series title, and from that, like last time I think I told you, like for using uh, string methods on group on a series, we have to write str first. Okay, convert it into string method object. Okay, and then we can use the string methods. Okay, like starts with it to start with a. Okay, and then I want is find the movies. Okay, let us make it find the number of movies. Okay, so that I can just simply write sum. Okay, so it will give me the count, what I can say, the total number of uh, movies that I have. Okay, and now I have created this custom function, and what I will do is I will just use apply and apply this particular function. Okay, so see, it applied that particular function on each group, and like for action I have 10 movies that start with the name A, oh sorry, alphabet A, and similarly for adventure I am having 2 movies. Okay, now I want you to, using this particular way, I want you to write a custom function and use apply on the honors, and the question is you need to find ranking of each movie uh, in the group according to the IMDb score. Okay, IMDb rating. Okay, so I want you to create a custom function. Okay, like here I made a custom function you as name. You, what you need to do is you need to make a custom function that will return me with the rank of the movie. Okay, and the rank should be based on the IMDb rating. Okay, I hope question is clear to all of you. Okay, just think, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, just see how I have written this function and applied it. Okay, uh, just do it the similar way. Okay. I hope you are doing this question.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will give you just one more hint. What you need to do is you need to create another column in your data frame as ranking of the movie. Okay, so just think how you will write that custom function that will help you give another column. Okay, as something at like if there are particular movies in a particular genre, like for crime there are four movies, so you need to rank those movies as 1 2 3 4 based on the IMDb rating. Okay, so now let's do it. Like I have given you enough time. So what we want is let me just create we need to create first of all a function. So let me just make a function as rank movie. Okay, and then what I will take as parameter is group. Okay, whatever group that I have, group by object, and on that group by object I need to create a column like what we can say is genre rank. Okay, and how we need to create that based on uh, ranking. We need to create that based on IMDb rating. Okay, rank from IMDb rating. So what we can do is we can use group IMDb, sorry, IMDb rating. Okay, and then we can just use rank function, and rank just we will do ascending equal to false. Why ascending equal to false? Ascending equal to false because I want the one which has highest IMDb rating should be ranked as 1. Okay, and then I should return the group. Okay, that is my group object. Okay, so this is my function, and this is my function, and now I will just apply Jonas apply my function rank underscore movie. Okay, so let's see if it works. Okay, yes, it is working. It is giving me like Shawshank in case of drama is getting the first rank, and Godfather in crime is getting the first rank. Okay, okay. So in this way, actually, you can create another column also, custom column using a new function. Like usually, sometimes we need to actually do processing. So in that case, we do this apply use apply function also. Like I think in the last class also we were having a particular column that was having uh, genres as a list. Okay, we had three types of genres: adventure, horror, and action, something like that, in particular column. Then we had to split it based on the pipe object, and then we actually extracted the first genre. You remember? Anyone remembers?
Yes, sir, with replacing the space value with a
Mm-hmm.
name.
Yeah, so it is similar to that only. Okay, okay, and like I will show you one more question. Okay, based on this similar concept, like I need to find the normalized IMDb rating on basis of group wise. Okay, find the find normalized normalized IMDb rating group wise. I hope all of you know what is normalization. Okay, let me just tell you what is normalization is. Like in normalization, what we do is we have a particular value, say x. Okay, so what we will do is we will subtract that particular value that we have. Okay, to get the normalized value, we will subtract it with the uh, minimum value, okay, that we have for particular x, and we will divide this particular value with x maximum, that maximum value have for x, and then the minimum value that we have for x. Okay, so we will actually get something a value between 0 and 1. Okay, so in this particular way I need to make a normalized. I need to find what I need to find. I need to find normalized rating for each group. Okay. So for this, I will again write a custom function def like normal, and then I will do group, and then what I will do, I will do group what I call norm rating, and then group IMDb rating. Based on IMDb rating, I need to find the normalized uh, rating. Okay, so this is my x value, and now I need to do subtract it with the minimum value. Okay, so what I will do, I will just do min. Okay, and then divide it with max value minus min value. Okay, think this is okay. I have one bracket over here, one bracket. Okay, and then I should just return the group. I would just apply it to Jonas, dot apply normal. So did I get, okay, I'm getting non-rating. See, this was the maximum rating that I could get. So 1, Shawshank Redemption, and for crime it is Godfather 1 and Godfather 2 is getting 0.875. Okay, this is the normalized rating that I am having. Maximum is 1 and minimum is 0. Okay, I hope this concept is now clear to everyone. Okay, those who are coding with me, just uh, see this code how it is being done. Okay, and try yourself also. Okay, now let's move further. uh, we can actually, till now what we have seen is we are applying group by object on just one particular column. Okay, like we have been applying it on yoners only, but I want to tell you that we can actually apply group by in multiple columns also. Okay, group by on multiple columns. So let me just do duo in movies. I will now group by using two columns. So these columns are, when you want to enter multiple columns, just remember you have to pass it in the form of list. Okay. So one column is director that I want to group by, and let us assume the second column is star one. Okay. Like I want to find group on the basis of these two duo. Okay. It's the group by. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Uh, to see the number of rows that I have. Okay, for every combination I'm actually having just one row. Okay, and there are 898 such combinations. Okay, and let me just, if I want to extract, like I told you earlier, we have a function that is get group. So let me just do get group, get group, and in get group, let me pass this value. See, this is the movie that I am getting from my dataset, Tare Zameen Par. Okay, based on these two pairs, Amir Khan as director and Amol Gupta as star. Okay. Now again, if I suppose I want to perform any aggregation function also, like I want to find the most earning and actor and director combo. Okay, data set. Okay, so what I can do is I can just do duo. I have already created a goodbye object for director and star, and on the basis of gross, I can just do sum. Okay, and then from sum I can just do and largest one. I think this should give me the answer. Okay, so this is the combination that is having the highest gross value. Okay. Okay, now I have a question for you. What you need to do is you need to find the best uh, what you call say best we can say the highest. Should rather use highest average meta score. Okay, highest average meta score uh, for this actor and director combo. Okay, I hope you understood the question. You need to find the highest average meta score for a director and actor combo. Okay, for this combo, that means that you need to perform a group by on actor and director. No, sorry, not director. Director we have already done. Na? I would say for Yonner. Okay. Find the highest average meta score for actor and Yonner combo. Okay. Now come on, do it, guys. Let's see how many of you have understood how to use group by. And tell me what is the answer that you are getting. Yes, anyone is able to do it?
Yes, sir.
What is the answer that you are getting?
Genre drama star is Humphrey Bogart, and that meta score is 100. Mean of the highest average meta score is 100 for that.
Okay. Anyone else is getting any other answer? Or everyone is getting the same answer? Okay, let me just do it for you. Uh, what we will do is movies group by, and on group by we need to actually have an actor and genre combo. Okay, for star one, and the other column would be genre. Okay, now we need to find the highest average. Okay, so for meta score we need to find the mean. Okay, and then we will do n largest equal to 1. Why I'm getting some other answer? Why is it so? Did I get something
Sir,
wrong?
it is the same answers that you have get. I also get.
Sir, I write genre first, then star, and did enlarges. Then I got different answer, and I use sort values function. Then I got that previous answer.
Okay. Hmm. Let us just convert it first into a data frame. Okay. Reset underscore index. Okay. So this is the data frame that we are getting. Okay. For star and owner, and it's based on mean, and we need to sort. Okay, we are having three kind of values. Okay, so let us sort on the basis of metascore. Okay, we are having three columns, right? Sort based on metascore, and then ascending to false in the highest value. Where do I just see, there are multiple movies that are having metascore equal to 100. Okay, so maybe when you do n largest equal to 1, so apart from metascore, because someone was getting Humphrey Bogart also. Okay, so I think when it compares uh, based on largest, when everything is same, then it compares on the basis of the first element, like E has an ASCII code smaller than H. Okay, that is why Humphrey Bogart was the answer that it was giving. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, apply the previous method that you did, sir. Then put the put the parameter to tens in n largest, and you will get the answer.
Hmm. Okay, Sonali has given me an answer also. So we check the answer that she has given. So if we does everything in a similar manner, so she is getting Humphrey Bogart. Okay, so in that case, it is actually it is actually sorting the value. What I said na in the according to this name. That is why you are getting this answer. Okay, let us move to next question. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
now what we want to do is we need to perform aggregation on multiple group by. Okay, like we did for earlier. So what we can do is like here we are having duo, then we can do ag, and then as I told earlier, like we just pass the functions that we have in the form of list. Okay, max and mean. Okay, so let's see what is the answer that we get. See, now we have two indices, and then we have the numerical features that is runtime, IMDb rating, number of votes, and mean, maximum, and mean value. Minimum, maximum, mean values are for we are getting for the runtime. Okay. Okay, now we will do a couple of more exercises, and for that I will share another data set to you. Just wait, let me just share the data set to you. How should I share this dataset to you? I have this dataset on my local system. Just check. Okay, let me just do V transfer. Okay, just download this dataset. This is actually an IPL dataset. Okay, I have shared the link on the in-call messages. Okay, so let me just load this data also in my notebook. It is approx 17 MB of file. Okay.
Sir, it's not opening.
It's open WeTransfer website, sir.
Okay, so just click on download. You are getting an option now. When you open that website, you will get an option download.
First, agree. Sir, the folder is ipl.csv, no?
Deliveries.csv.
Deliveries, wait, sir.
Is
I
anyone able to
sent that
download?
data set on our WhatsApp group.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, those who are not able to download it from WeTransfer, just use it from your WhatsApp group. Download it from your WhatsApp group. Okay, in CSV format.
No, sir, got it.
You got it? Okay. So just load this data. Wait, CSV. Those who have uploaded these dataset, just have a look over the dataset, like what called values that we are having. Okay, see it is having 21 columns and just EPL 24. Okay, 17 MB. It is having actually 10, no, it's actually 1 lakh. Okay, 1 lakh records that we have in this dataset. Okay, and also in order to read all the columns for this dataset, what you can do is can do pd dot set underscore option display display dot display dot max columns. Okay, display dot max columns. Mm, okay, now we are able to see all the columns that we have. Okay, this is a very exhaustive data set in which we have match ID, inning, what is the batting team, bowling team, and all the ball by ball record we have for every over. Like for first over, on the first ball, Warner was the batsman, and on non-striker end it was Dhawan. Bowler was T.S. Mills. Was this a super over? No. Wide runs, by runs, no ball runs, penalty runs, batsman runs, extra runs, player dismissed or dismissed fielder. Okay, so it is actually a ball by ball recorded deliveries record. Okay, so what we need to do is, let us just look into the shape that we have. Shape. Okay. Here actually 1,79,000 records. Okay. So that means there are null records in each and every column. Okay. Now since we have practiced too much of group by, now I have some questions for you. You need to find the top 10 batsmen in terms of runs. Okay, you need to find the top 10 batsmen in terms of runs. Okay, from this data set. Okay, just everyone do this question, and after that you need to find the batsman with maximum number of sixes. Maximum number of sixes. Okay, and then you need to find batsman with most number of fours and sixes in the last 5 overs. And we call these record against all teams. Okay. Like what was his record against all the uh, bowling teams? Okay. Like how much runs did he make against each and every team? Okay. And then what you need to do is, last question is you need to create a function that can return the highest score of any batsman. Okay. I hope all the questions are clear to you. These are all similar questions we have done in our today's lecture. We have done similar kinds of questions. Okay. Okay, I will give you 5 to 6 minutes. Okay, do these questions. I hope all of you are having your GitHub accounts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Sir, what is the purpose of GitHub account, sir?
See, like GitHub account is used as it is actually a cloud repository. Okay, there are see the functionality of GitHub is increasing day by day. Okay, so using GitHub, what you can actually do is first of all you can make a portfolio. Like you can showcase what kind of work you are able to do, what kind of code you can do. You can even collaborate on open source projects. Okay, and most of the libraries like you are having like Pandas, scikit-learn, or even NumPy are being hosted on these GitHub repositories. Okay, so whenever you do this pip install whatever, so actually you are downloading these repositories directly from their GitHub repos. Okay, so actually it is that is the importance of GitHub nowadays. Okay, and even the importance of GitHub is increased so much that even in certain companies, people are hiring people as a GitHub manager. Okay, someone who is able to manage their codes, like how to commit their codes over GitHub. Okay, so uh, it's a good practice that you actually have a GitHub account. Okay, so if you don't have one, just make it. It is very easy. It's just like creating any other account in Instagram or YouTube or even Facebook. Okay, so maybe most of you might be using any one of these. So you can just create your account, go to GitHub and create your account, and then you will start using it. Okay. I think I have actually given a session also on GitHub, so it might maybe Anish would share it on the other groups as well. Okay. Okay, so let me just start this question, or else we won't be able to finish it tonight. Okay. Then I have to give you this work as homework. Okay, so let's start. Now, what we want to do is find the top 10 batsmen in terms of score, or in terms of runs. So, did anyone was able to get the answer? Who is the top batsman?
A. Ashish Reddy.
Okay, anyone else who is getting any other answer?
Sir Suresh Raina.
Okay, anyone
SK
else?
Raina first, then Virat Kohli second, RJ Sharma third. Like that, I got.
Okay, and what are their runs? Did you print the runs also?
Yes, sir. Uh,
What is the number of runs that we have for V Kohli?
5616.
Okay, and for SK
SK
Raina?
5651.
Okay, let's see. So for IPL, we will group by and then use batsmen. Okay, We need to group by batsman, and then what we need to do it, we need to find it based on
Total runs.
Batsman runs.
yes, actually I was about to use batsman run only.
Okay, batsman run, then his might be right.
Okay, let's see. Batsman runs. So, okay, and now we need top 10. Values. False. Head. Top 10. Okay, batsman runs. Some.
Sir, batsman is.
Sir,
Okay, okay.
batsman, you missed yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Telling me.
No, sir, batsman. BATS.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Batsman. Now I think it's okay, right?
Yes.
Bats. Okay. I'm getting some other answer. V Kohli 54345415 is for SK Raina.
Yes.
This
Now
is
we
the
are getting that. I did with total runs. That's why that previous answer. Now this
okay,
is
okay, 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 okay. So this is the way we need to do it. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Now we want to find the batsman with maximum number of sixes. Okay. What is the answer? Those who watch match don't give it without performing the operation. Okay. I think many would have been knowing the answer, but you need to perform it through code. Yes. Anyone was able to do it?
Couldn't find boundaries, six or fours.
Batsman non-striker, batsman runs, penalty leg by runs, wide runs. Okay, so it is ball by ball delivery, na? So what you can do is for batsman runs, you can just equate it to six. Okay, so this will give me all the six values. Okay, like I have done, na? Six. Then I need to group by based on batsman, like number of sixes that I have. Okay, and for batsmen, I need to I need to what I need to count that batsman, right? Batsman, because I want to find the batsman with maximum number of sixes. Okay, so I will just use count, and what I want to actually find sort values. So score values sending equal to false, and then just to head we'll get the first value. Okay, I think okay, Chris Gale. Chris Gale is the answer, and suppose I just want to get the name, then what I can do is just do index. And then just do 0. Okay, so Chris Gale is the answer. He is the batsman with maximum number of sixes. Okay, now next question is I want to find the batsman with most number of fours and sixes in the last 5 overs. Okay, so what I can do is I can just first of all create a temporary data frame, that is IPL last last 5 overs. Okay, last 5 overs. So I think there was a column over, and the over should be greater than 15. Last five was 16, 17. Okay. I think this is correct, right? 16, 17. Last five was and 15, 15. Okay. And then what I will do, I need to filter this data frame. Okay, temp df. And how should I filter it? I should filter it using two conditions. One is fours and other is sixes, right? For batsman underscore runs equal to 4 and fours and sixes, should you pipe, and this then in place of C P should do 6. And okay, so this will filter all the batsmen, like all the deliveries that were having batsman run as 4 or 6. Okay, and I will just store it into tempdf again. Okay, and then what I can do is I can then apply group by on my this temporary data frame. Group by based on batsman, and then sorry, batsman dot count, and then just do sort. Let me just copy it from here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have MS Dhoni, who is actually given us the most number of fours and sixes in the last 5 overs. Okay, now let's move to next question. Find Virat Kohli's record against all teams. Okay, so again, like what we can do is we can just simply create a temporary data frame from our IPL dataset. Then IPL, then what we can do is batsman equal to V Kohli. Okay, we will filter all the records of Kohli, and then what we will do is then we will perform uh, group by operation. Group by on the bowling team. Okay, because I want to find it against every other team. Okay, so he is a batsman. So what is the record that he has against all the other bowling teams? So based on group by bowling team, and what is the number of runs that he had scored? Okay, so batsman runs and then dot sum. Okay, and it will give me a series. So let me just do reset underscore index. So what it will do is it will convert my series into a data frame. So let's see. Okay, so against Chennai Super King has scored 749. Again, Deccan Chargers 306. Okay, okay, this is now moving to our today's last question. What we need to do is we need to create a function that can return the highest score of any batsman. So you could have guessed it, like we need to create a user defined function. Let me call this def highest. And for that, what we will get is we need some batsmen. Okay, so create a function that can return the highest score of any batsman. Okay, I need the name of the batsman, and then I should return his highest score. Okay, so how can I do it? Let me just do temp tf like what I had done earlier. Like instead of Kohli, what I can do is just replace it with batsman. Batsman. Right. And then just return my this temporary data frame dot group by on. I need to find what is the question. Return the highest score of any batsman. Highest score would be in any particular match. Okay, so for this we will use match ID. Okay, and then batsman, sorry, batsman, it will do batsman runs dot sum. Okay, I think sum is right now. To find the highest score, it is ball by ball. Okay, so it is correct. Sort values sending equal to false. Then just return the head one, and I need the uh, run. Okay, so in case of Chris Gale, I used index, but now I will use values. Okay, okay, so this is it, and let me use it highest, and think what should I type? Uh, just do it for week only. 113. Check whether this is correct or not. Just Google it whether our answer is correct or not. Okay, Asif is asking instead of that, can we use IPL dot merge? With you want to create two different data sets like 4 and 6, and then you need to merge it. Well, that is not necessary. We are working on only one data set. Na? Then why do you want to create separate data set with similar values? Na? Just you can simply just filter it using this operator, pipe operator. Why do you need to create two different data set and then merge it? Yeah, it would be a very more time consuming thing. Okay, so just Google it. Is the highest score for Virat Kohli is 113?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so this is the way how we can do it. Okay.
So
Okay.
cell number 84 and 85 remaining.
84 and 85. Okay.